Some personal mistakes I made as an entrepreneur that was almost like I was hustling back. That was what I just wrote on December 5th. And I thought to share that for business owners in 2025, don't make this mistake. These are not the big things. They are not the typical mistakes that everybody talk about. These are personal experiences that I've had, and I'm going to share how it either moved me forward or backward, and why you should ensure not to repeat these mistakes because I've made them already. Please just take my experience as a lesson and move on. The business I've made was not having external investment, so I have some tiny investments here and there, but I wasn't conscious about investing, not because I didn't understand that investments were good, but every time I made money in my business, I threw it back into my business. So what happened the first time was that when I continued that, when that particular business failed, I didn't have a lot of cash outside the business, right? And the business just swallowed all of the savings I had. Easy for you to think that, oh, why do I have to put 1 million naira into this other place that is not my business when I can use it to grow my business? It's very easy. But on a monthly basis, remove a very good chunk of amount of money that is from your profits and invest it outside your business. It's like a cushion if something happens. You know, this idea of we must labor for every dime we make, that's like one mentality that I had for a very long time, and it's not a good mentality, to be very honest. If you want to be a business owner that has their shit put together, you have to have another investment outside your business. What I have done in recent time is divide my profits into two, plow some back and put some in another investment, and I think it's a good advice that has helped me. One thing that stood out for me is having a pension account for myself. I think as your business grows, you'll be taught to have a pension account for yourself and your staff. A lot of small business owners don't have a pension account. They don't. Let's forget about if the pension account is going to use something. I think it's a security you should have. And once you're able to do it for yourself, you're able to do it for your employees. A pension account as a business owner is great. You can be putting that money aside for yourself. I don't want to go deep because there are a lot of financial opinions to it, but have a pension account is something that I've done that has helped. Has stood out for me was having a HMO. So I didn't have a HMO for myself until like 4 years ago, and I wish I had it earlier on. If you have 100 business owners, I can beat my chest to tell you that over 75% of those business owners don't have HMO. You just have a little percentage of people who understand the essence of HMOs and they have one. Remember, HMO is also something you're supposed to do for your employees. If you don't even start doing it for yourself, how do you start the process, right? These are the little things that make a difference in your business, because you fall sick and you probably threw all the money you had at the moment to go and buy goods, and you're not even able to take care of yourself. Health is wealth. It's the person who is alive that was, right? You want to prioritize certain things, and your health is one of those things. I don't want to talk about taking a walk, exercising, eating right, all of that. We know the truth, but the good thing is have a HMO. Do it checkups at least twice in a year as a business owner. Check your BP at least once in a week. With the kind of pressure that comes with running a business, if you're not checking yourself, looking out for your health, you are going to run down soon. Like, it's a matter of time. Other thing is mixing up business funds and personal funds. I feel like we all know that we shouldn't mix up our business funds and our personal funds. It's like generic truth that you shouldn't do that, but the problem is we do. And it's not that we go to the business and collect money for our personal use. It's that sometimes expenses that we spend in our business or for our personal reasons are mixed up. Get an accountant that puts you in check. If you are the owner of the business, get someone to check your money, to check how your money is going in and going out. And we can't hold ourselves accountable, because you know, it's not this business that puts money for this, puts money for that. I used to say it, money I use and go and buy wig, buy a car, buy this. I'm using to put in this business. I beg, I want to spend the money. If you have somebody who puts you in check, it's going to help you make better decisions and clearly put a stop to spending business money for personal things, or even bringing your personal money into the business and it's not accounted for. Half the time when we use our personal money to run business expense, that's the thing that gives us that feeling that we can remove money from the business without being accountable. Have someone that checks you and holds you accountable. It's something that I've been doing for the last 2 years, and I can tell you the truth, it has made the sage the rent, right? It's one thing, see, it's a good thing to start small. Start from your house, don't do too much, but it's a wrong mindset to keep staying small. That idea of, oh, you don't need to open a store if your store is not making a certain amount of money. No business that was big, that is big at the moment, is running from their house. The people who have opened banks, they did not say you should come. You know, we are all digitalized now. They'll bring all their staff to their dining room to come and be doing stuff. I feel like we have taken this start your business from home to a place where we don't see the wrongs or how bad it is for our family. As a single person, you can manage, but when you have a family, it doesn't help with balance. It doesn't help, like too much see finish enters. There is also a place where the people who are with you or who live with you don't have some form of privacy. They don't feel like where you guys live is home. You have turned everywhere upside down. Others are in the kitchen, nylons here, they are doing content in the dining. It keeps people around you uncomfortable. Even if you're doing it from home, plan on, like, what's your plan for expanding outside your home or scaling outside your home. You can't do business in your house for 10 years. It doesn't show growth. Investors, how do investors invest in your one bedroom business? It doesn't show that the business is growing, right? And what the mistake most business owners do is that because they are running from home, they don't add their rent as a cost. So when it's time to get a new store, they have to borrow money or take extra money from somewhere and all of that. That's something you should avoid. The business owner, if you're starting from home, make preparations to move out and add that in your cost. That's misplaced priorities. A lot of business owners actually misplace the priorities, right? We mix it up. In your industry, in your business, there are things that are priority. As a fashion business, what is priority for a fashion business is not priority for a food business. In short, as a food business, your need to find a space outside your home is higher than somebody who is a fashion business, because the fashion business can run online and you can mix things up and just deliver online. As a food business, when you want to get your NAFDAC number, there are certain things they ask you for, your space and all of that. So structure in different businesses differ, and prioritizing what process you want to put in place per time is important. You don't want to go and spend 4 million naira building an app when your website is not even optimized already, right? There are different things. You don't want to go and hire specialists for this, specialists for this. There's somebody who is doing SEO in your business. There's somebody who runs ad. There's somebody who is creating content. There is now social media manager. As a small business owner, these are important things to have as your business grows. But if your business is not able to fund those processes, you want to understand how to run your business lean. And the conversation around structures have been bastardized. Everybody shouting structure, 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 structure. As much as structure is important, you want to prioritize what comes first. And it leads me to the second conversation. Structure is not just a document. Structure is not just a step, it's an activity, right? It's continuous. If you put certain structures in place, what you'll find out that if you as a business owner is implementing the structure and following through it, you find that there are gaps and there are hiccups, or there are some things that can't work in your business, because sometimes it's templates, right? And you're able to adapt it to your business. So over a period of time, the structure you used 1 year ago is not the structure document you use 2 years later. Your SOP, no matter how detailed it is, as people come in, as you expand your business, as you diversify, as you start innovating your business, things will change in your SOP. You want to put that into consideration. So what am I saying? Structure is not just a step, it's an activity. Consistently, you can actually review those structures every 6 months, every 1 year, or every 2 years, depending on what your business is. So first, you prioritize what structure you need to put in your business per time. You're going to be looking at your numbers. Your numbers is what should help you make all the decisions you need to make in your business. People go for business classes, go for seminars, and they come back and start moving things in their business without understanding where their business is per time. Where Obi's business is, it can mean that if he wants to do a fair in UK, he can allow for it. But another that is not even making up to 3 million in Nigeria wants to do a fair outside, right? It's not to say fairs are not okay. Fairs are good, but make an evaluation of your business before you take certain steps. Because the problem is you guys make uninformed decisions and then come back to start saying, oh, this doesn't work or that doesn't work. A lot of these things work, but if you put the right strategy and if your business is ripe for that strategy, it's like saying someone is lucky. It's just that opportunity had met preparation. You as the business owner, you are the bedrock of whatever structure you put in place. Anything you don't implement, people are not going to follow suit. If you say you want your business steps to be A, B, C, D, every time you come to work, follow through that route so that your employees can see, but not just see. When they default, they know that the consequences will show. And it also takes back to consequences. Half the time, we are afraid because we want to be good employees, we want to seem nice, we don't implement some of the consequences that we have put out in our structure. Your JDs, your work manual, your business manual or handbook, it was one of my biggest problems. So if you know you can't do it, get someone to do it. Hire a HR or a maintainer to evaluate your staff and fire who they need to fire out. your business needs to grow. Something one of my friends used to do has been reminding me this year is anytime I complain about something in the business and the restaurant, I say we are looking at 10x. If this is not going to accelerate 10x, let it go. And that's the truth. You want to be accountable, you want someone to hold you accountable, and if you're not even able to hold yourself accountable to keep your processes together, get someone to do that. Hire a reach out to do that. It's going to really change and help your business. No personal development outside your business. Find a hobby. Your business is not all that it is to life. I think one of the issues I'm noticing now is that some business owners who left 9 to 5 to do business because they want to have time on their own are finding out that it's not a case of leaving your 9 to 5 to go and do your own business. You don't even have time. Someone who runs a 9 to 5 now has more time, more than you who left because you want to make out time for yourself. And why is this a problem? This is a problem because as business owners, we are not able to structure the work we do. Once it's past 8 or past 9, let it end. Let the course end. Find time to learn about other things that are happening around you. You don't want to shut your eyes in a dark room. After 10 years, you come out and be like, what did I spend my life doing? Get a hobby. Have fun. Chill when you need to. Run a business. Make out time to rest. There are times that even if the world is coming down, I'm not going to pick anybody's call. I need to sleep. I am a human being. There are a lot of things that are dragging your attention as a business owner. If it's not a supplier problem, it's an employee problem, or a customer is bashing you. But remember that you have family, remember you have friends. A lot of things will drag your attention. How do you cope? You have to build a structure around your life. So make out time for fun and all of that, and start early. Start early. And I would advise, when they say, oh, as a business owner, when you start your business, don't spend too much money, don't go and buy a car and the rest. Still find a way to eat the money you're making. Find a way to eat the money you're making. That's one of the mistakes I made when I was starting my business. Every kobo that I made in that business, I threw it back. I didn't do a lot of things for myself, to be very honest. This is not advising you that you should spend your profits, no, or eat your seed, no. After in your salary, make out a salary for yourself. If you don't have a salary, let your business give you something in return. Every time, even if it's as small as 5,000 or 10,000, use it and do something nice. Don't go and use it and go and pay all the bills your family members have and drop it on your black tax. Do something nice for yourself. It kind of helps you appreciate your journey. It's like telling yourself thank you. The same way you tell other people thank you when they do something for you. Tell yourself thank you. We don't do that enough. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. It's not all fairy tale for anybody. Nobody is living a life of a fairy tale. I can tell you the truth. There are people who have it easy. There are people who have money. There are people who have access, and they don't have to do too much. But guess what? We all have one thing, one extra thing we want to pray to God for. That's the reason why everybody goes to church. There's one problem. There's something. It may not be health-wise. It may be something. The person who has money wants more money. The person who has traveled to 20 places wants to travel to 40 places. There's always, like, our needs, right, are unlimited. Our wants are, everybody wants everything in this world, right? So even in your own small way, right, find a way to just chill. To be very honest, I don't know if people ever say that, but find a way to chill. This life is just one. So see you on the next one. My name remains Chikere Onyechi. If you enjoyed this video, watch out for the next videos. I'll be sharing more tips on circular economy and how to run your business.